Eyewitnesses say it was a terrifying attack. In the early morning hours of October 3rd, a U.S. plane rained bombs and bullets on the Doctors Without Borders hospital in Kunduz. Patients burned to death in their beds, staff were decapitated, and at least 3 children were among the 30 people killed in the attack. The commander of U.S. forces says a U.S. investigation shows it was a tragic but avoidable mistake.
The report determined that U.S. strike upon the MSF Trauma Center in Kunduz City, Afghanistan, was the direct result of human error compounded by systems and procedural failures. The U.S. forces directly involved in this incident did not know the targeted compound was the MSF Trauma Center.
Doctors Without Borders had given the U.S. and NATO forces exact coordinates of the hospital 3 days before the strike. Campbell said the mistake happened because the attacking aircraft was diverted from another mission, the onboard electronics malfunctioned, the plane veered off course, and then the crew visually identified the building without verifying it was a military target. They thought it was another building a few hundred yards away. Making the distinction between protected and enemy targets and ensuring that an attack is proportional are basic tenets of the laws of war, which every U.S. Forces member learns from basic training and are enforced throughout their military career. U.S. officials here wouldn't say why these basic tenets weren't followed, but they did say some of those involved did not follow the rules of engagement.
Those individuals most closely associated with the incident have been suspended from their duties, pending consideration and disposition of administrative and disciplinary matters.
Doctors Without Borders had asked for an international independent investigation. That requires the consent of the United States and Afghanistan, who believe military investigations are sufficient.
We are basically left with a catalog of errors of what happened and led to the attack in Kunduz. Could be personal, technical, or procedural. So today, when I look, and I just returned from Kunduz from last week, and if I have to go back in Kunduz and ask my staff, can you resume activities? I don't have the full confidence that the history would not repeat itself.
U.S. commanders said they would like to help rebuild the hospital, but Doctors Without Borders does not accept donations from governments. And they say they don't want to rebuild until they know this kind of attack won't happen again. Jennifer Glass, Al Jazeera, Kabul.